lineman Jalen Rivers here. If you have questions for Jalen, please use the hand raise function and wait to be called on. We will start off with Barry Jackson from the Miami Herald. Barry, go ahead for Jalen.
Hi, Jalen. Where do you think Alex Mirabal and Coach Cristobal have made the biggest difference with the line? The line is obviously playing better. Have they made changes in technique? Is it an attitude thing? Where's the biggest difference come?
I mean, the biggest difference is it's the same message every week, and we just harped on it like even more. Play with physicality. Obviously, we had the certain technique things that they wanted to focus on more, so we focus on that part as that aspect, and we just focus on being like physical and just exuding so much effort towards a big body of a team, an SEC team. We trained for every team the same way, but we harped on things even more that we didn't harp on last week, because last week against Southern Miss, we didn't have the best performance. So we try to study that, and just move forward. And we're going to do the same for this week.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hi, Jalen. You started kind of answering the question I was about to ask, but what are some of those things that you guys kind of identified on film that you did well against A&M, and how are you guys going to build on that? And what are some of the things that you identified that maybe you didn't do perfectly that you want to build, that you want to improve on, I guess?
Yeah, our passing game has really improved. We obviously didn't give up any sacks like we did Southern Miss game, so we did well in that aspect. We got to keep doing that, and certain techniques that we showed that kind of showed up as bad habits. We got to focus on that too. And the running game, as you can see, was very well. So we just got to harp on that and just build off of that as well. So that was the main things that we saw on film, and we got to go forward into going into, Middle Tennessee.
Go to Luke Chaney from All Hurricanes.
Hey, what's up, Jalen? You mentioned the run game created 175 rushing yards against Texas A&M. What in particular did you guys as the offensive line do to create that type of running performance?
Well, like I said, if I go into certain techniques, we just had to get under and create certain leverage, because they are, a big body. So we gotta, we just can't move them just because we want to, or we're willing to put in so much effort. No, we had to, get under them, have leverage, and find their hips and push them over as we created, movement against the big guys that we saw on the line. So that was the biggest thing that we harped on going into that game, because they are very talented defensive linemen at Texas A&M, and we really focus on that aspect in order to move them.
Go to Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan.
Hey there. Wondering about Tyler and, how you think he's doing, his frame of mind. Obviously, there were some struggles against a very good A&M defense. What do you see any changes in him, or how is he held up? And also I wanted to, as a follow, I wanted to ask you about the difference for you as an offensive line between last year's up-tempo spread offense and this year's. How does that affect you guys as a whole, as an offensive line?
Okay, to answer your first question, I feel like Tyler is doing well. Of course, he's not doing what he wants, and he's not doing as well as he think he is, according to him. But of course, we're going into this week with a fresh mind, and he's gonna, study the film like we always do, and he's gonna, improve, and we'll improve. Like everybody, looking at last week, we're gonna, build off of that and, put that past behind us and just go looking forward into the future and the present. And to answer your second question, of course, we expected when the new coaches came in, it was going to be a different type of offense. We're adjusting well. It's not that big of an adjustment, just because we really, we knew it was going to be some type of change. So we just really looking at that new offense, and we're adjusting to it very well, like we did in the spring, and we harped on it even more in the summer. And look at us now, we're doing pretty well, and we still got to do better at certain things. So it's a difference, but not that big of a difference.
But what are the differences? That's what I'm wondering. What even the small differences now from then?
More gap plays, more gap schemes, pulling more. We're utilizing those big bodies, like stuff like that.
Go to Daryl Streeter from Footballville. Daryl.
Okay, this is a different question. I want you to kind of put us on the field with you, because I was there, and when the crowd is that loud, your senses and your when you're trying to hear Tyler Van Dyke, can your mind block out the crowd, or is it like the sky is falling and you just have to somehow figure out a way to listen to them and get the play? You guys are talking to each other, or you focus so much that it doesn't even matter. The crowd doesn't matter. Put us on the field with you.
Yeah, on the field, I mean, we knew going into this game, it was 107,000 people. So we knew it was going to be a big crowd, sellout, whatever. So we knew it was going to be noise, a lot of noise. We had to dial in. So on the field, when our very first play, loud, my loudest game I ever played in. So our mindset is to really focus on what Tyler is saying. And, it's easier said than done, but we really had to block out all the noise. It's hard, but you really just got to listen to TBD and the clap and just stay focused, because if you don't, we would have had about 20 false starts. So it just showed our discipline that we were working on all week.
Did you guys have any false starts?
One, I want to say, if I'm not
Good job.
mistaken.
All right.
Go back to Luke.
Hey again, Jalen. So, given that he seems to be 100%, what does a fully healthy Jalen Knighton do to this offense?
As we all know, Jalen Knighton is very slippery. I mean, we have, as his other running back, Henry Parrish, that's also a great addition to our running back room. But Jalen Knighton, he's slippery, he's fast, he can get off, certain tackles, and he create that, speed that we really need in the running back room. So different bodies, different talents to the running back room, but him, like I said, he creates something different that sets him apart from everybody else.
All right, seeing as you have no more hands raised, that'll be it for Jalen. Appreciate your time, Jalen.
Thank you.